What's up, everybody? Welcome to my channel, Cooking Through Life, and today we're making an awesome beef stir fry, so let's get right into it.
First off, let me get my knife sharpened and get ready to entertain. That's how I roll. Don't blink or you'll miss something. Starting off with 2 sirloin steaks, 2 pounds of meat in total. Cutting them into 1-inch strips. You don't have to be perfect, but you do want them to be as close to the same size as possible for even cooking. You don't want one piece of meat burned and the other piece not cooked thoroughly. I'm going to go ahead and get these guys cut up into 1-inch cubes. Being very careful, my knife is sharp and I want to keep all of my fingers. Get down to the last few. I'm going to speed up this video. I'm not going to bore you too long with cutting all this prep work up. Going in with my seasoning salt. I'm using seasoning salt of my choice, and I'm thoroughly coating all of the pieces of meat, making sure they're covered good. You can use whatever seasoned salt you like. Now I'm going in with garlic powder. I'm using 1 teaspoon, a teaspoon and a half of garlic powder, getting a coating of that, and then I'm going into a Ziploc bag where I'm going to marinate these guys for 30 minutes to an hour, however long it takes me to go ahead and get my vegetables cut up. I'm going ahead and cutting now 1 large red bell pepper. Go ahead and start off with removing the core. Don't criticize me, please, for the way I'm cutting my vegetables and cutting my meat. This is just the way I do it. Making sure that the core don't leave seeds all over my cutting board. I have to turn around and clean that off. Just got a monotonous way or a slow way of doing it, but it gets done. Now we're cutting these into about 3/4 to 1-inch pieces. You want these just the same as you do your steak. You don't want different sizes and shapes, so you just want to take your time and make sure you cut these. I'm cutting about 1 by 1 pieces, about the same. These don't have to be perfect, but you do want them kind of even. Don't get these guys cut on up. You know, try to situate them where you're not cutting too much, cutting them over again. I have a tendency sometimes to get stuff mixed up and people don't understand the way I do some things, but it's just the way I do it. It always comes out good, so try not to question it. Just got my way of doing it. I'm not a master chef, but I get the job done. Now these green beans, I'm using 1 cup of green beans. I'm cutting the ends off, and then I'm gonna cut them in half. These are gonna be like 1.5-inch pieces. And add in a tablespoon of olive oil to my wok and getting that going. We have a cup of green beans and 1 cup of green beans and carrots mixture, and I'm adding my cup of green beans to my olive oil. My wok is up to medium high, and with just a quick sear on them. I'm not cooking them very long. I like to have a little crunch in them. I don't want them to wilt too much. Cook them real quick, and I'm going to get them into a separate bowl. Clean my wok up. Now I'm coming back with my sirloins. They're cubed. Drop them in there. I'm cooking on medium high. Stirring them up. Make sure they get evenly distributed. Let them sit a while. Stir them. Let them sit a while. You won't believe the flavor that's coming out of my kitchen right now. Adding some black pepper that I forgot to add when I put this in the refrigerator to marinate, and continue stirring that. Keep mixing that up, and I'm going in with my green beans, carrots, bell pepper mixture. Keep that going. Get that added to it and stir it up pretty good. Make sure all the ingredients get incorporated. Mix it around, mix it around. Now, one thing I forgot to let you guys know before I put the meat in the refrigerator, I did make a marinade that I allowed them to sit in. I used 1 cup of brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, 1 teaspoon of ginger, 1 teaspoon of beef bouillon, and 1 teaspoon of rice wine vinegar. I will leave all those ingredients that I used today in the description down below. So don't forget to go down there and check out the exact measurements that I'm using on this dish. It's really good. Go ahead and let that simmer a little while. Smelling good. These flavors are awesome. It's comparable to a Panda Express, but not really. You got a whole lot more meat in this one. Stir that up. Move it around, make sure it don't brown. Make sure it don't burn, excuse me. You want it to brown. Stir that up, stir it up pretty good. I'm moving it around real fast. If I had a gas heat, this would cook a lot faster on this wok, but I like it, it gets the job done. It's just about ready to plate up. Let that simmer a little bit. Keep it moving, keeping it moving. Everybody's asking me when am I gonna cook something for them. I'm a pretty busy guy, but I find time to cook something, get in the kitchen and cook something wonderful. We're plating this up. Look at this, looking beautiful. This is smelling so good. Now my rice mixture is just 2 cups of water and 1 cup of rice. Very simple. If you guys want a video on that, I can make one of that as well. Go ahead and taste that. I'm looking at these bright green beans. They're looking so good. Give me a bite of it.
That's right on the money right there. Guys, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification button if you'd like to continue watching these videos. Thanks for your support.